Okay, so if you didn't know, right now it's October the 25th, 2016. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Adrien Broner's next fight has been announced, and it's not Ricky Burns. It's going to be Adrien Granados. You maybe remember Adrien Granados from beating Amir Imam in an elimination fight. Remember, it was supposed to be Amir Imam versus Victor Postol for Danny Garcia's vacated WBC title at 140 pounds. Now, if you've been living under a rock, then you should know that Adrien Broner has been having some issues. And when I say issues, you know, suicide, you know, thoughts, or, you know, whatever that whole situation was, then it's been allegedly rumored or, you know, reported that he had an issue recently about a week ago in Vegas when he was out there, you know, chilling with Floyd Mayweather with some waitress somewhere. We know because he told us, you know, that the guy that he had that incident with in the bowling alley, you know, where basically I think he pistol whipped dude or something. I forgot what happened. He told us that the reason why it got dropped is because he paid the dude off. You know, then he's talking about like how he's paying $14K a month in child support. Then, of course, you got to follow Adrien Broner on Snapchat. Because I know that if it's on a late night, right, and I ain't doing shit, if it's like 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 in the morning, you make sure you go to Adrien Broner's Snapchat, you're going to see some shit. Dude be turned up. So the biggest issue I've had with Adrien Broner is like, yo, like, you good. You know, I don't even think we've seen the best Adrien Broner. Why? Is because he's not focused. Now, with this Adrien Granados fight, Adrien Granados is ranked very high by the WBC. So I'm wondering, is he going after Terrence Crawford's belt at 140? Or is this fight even going to be at 140? Adrien Granados, I can say he's spent maybe about 60% of his career over the 140-pound limit. So Adrien Broner, who in his last fight against Ashley Theophane lost his WBA title on the scales, and didn't even try to lose the extra weight. So we already know that Adrien Broner has been having issues with that 140 pounds. So where's this fight going to be? Is it going to be at a catch weight, like maybe 142 or 143 or something? That's what I'm predicting. But if you want to really show people that he's serious, then yo, you know, get to that 140. You know, it's time now. He's talking about all the bullshit problems he's having. They're not bullshit. They're real issues. But it's like, yo, you a fucking $1 million a fighter. Get your grind on. You know, because at one point in time, I thought he was going to be on the shelf. But in my opinion, I think that he's having some tax issues. You know, go check. I'm not going to get into the details, but go check on his social media. He put all his business out there, and I have no issues with that because I put all my business out there. And guess what? It leaves people for nothing to threaten you with. To me, it's a good tactic. You know, because therefore, if you live like somewhat of a active lifestyle or a controversial life, then you don't want nobody bringing up shit that that people think they can use against you. So I like Adrien Broner as a fighter. And in fact, we always have. It's just that we know that he don't be focused. And he's more concerned about other shit outside of the ring. Remember when he was more focused on being a rapper, you know, than being a boxer. And look what Marcos Maidana did, broke his jaw. Remember that? Marcos Maidana broke his jaw. And I remember after the fight, people was trying to play me and call me a hater. Because I'm thinking like, yo, you see his face? He couldn't even close his mouth. And also, they skipped. Remember they did that bullshit where they didn't show his post-fight interview until like days later? Like it was some big event? What type of shit was that? You know, but it would have been a big deal. They actually saved him a little bit. Because it would have been so much more of a big deal if it was found out like, yo, this motherfucker was talking all that shit and he got his jaw broken. Getting your jaw broken in boxing, you know, that's a big deal. You know, because the motherfucker can say, I broke his jaw. So, Adrien Granados, if you noticed, he is, 18-4 with 2 KOs. 2 draws. Now, the crazy thing is, there's not one fight where he's lost clean. He's got, in his first loss, a 4-round split decision. You know, in his second loss, a majority decision. 8 rounds. Then he got a draw that's a split draw, 8 rounds, another split draw, 10 rounds, a majority decision, 10 rounds, a split decision, 10 rounds. So those 6 fights where maybe he's got the short end of the cards. So in my opinion, this is a very good fight for Adrien Broner. And truth be told, Adrien Broner better be on his A game. He better be on his A game because obviously, remember, Main Mom tried to take him, didn't take him seriously. Or it seemed like it. Or maybe Adrian Granados is just getting better. He's like one of those fighters that gets better over time. So, only time will tell. But I look at it like this. Adrien Broner is his own worst enemy. He's his own worst enemy. And the crazy thing is, he's one of the most profitable, in my personal opinion, PBC fighters. He's one of the most marketable, in my opinion, PBC fighters. Because what he has is, he has that crossover appeal. To where, for example, there's a large portion of people who can't stand him, but they're watching fight. And then he has that urban fan base, like that rap fan base. So that's why his fights are always usually highly rated and usually good sells. So I'm predicting that since this fight is going to be on February 11th, 2017, I'm predicting that it's going to be in Ohio, and I'm probably going to have Robert Easter on the card. I'm just predicting. So we're going to have to see how this goes. But Adrien Broner versus Adrian Granados is official. The biggest question I have is what's going on with the Ricky Burns fight, and also, maybe Al Heyman and Bob Arum, because they're on speaking terms now, and they said they would start making fights in 2017. They actually said they were going to make fights at the end of this year, but it's being pushed to 2017. Maybe, they may be setting up Adrien Broner versus Terrence Crawford on pay-per-view. Over on HBO. Because I'm thinking, Adrien Granados is a good fighter, but also, if it's at 140 pounds and Adrien Broner beats him, then Adrien Broner will be ranked by the WBC and maybe take Adrien Granados' place. It's going to be interesting to see. So, T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live on Monday, October the 31st. I'm going to be here 6 days a week pumping out videos like this. They're easy to do. I just haven't been doing them. But now, since the website is done, FightView360.com, well, it's not done. It's under construction. So, we're doing a whole innovative approach on boxing. There's no better way to say it than that. I'm not going to say anything else than to say, I've been working on this for, you might as well say 6 years, 5 years. But it's finally starting to come in to fruition, and shit is changing. T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe. Oh, also, I revamped my Twitter. So it's still the same. If you followed me before, it's still the same. It's just that it's been rebranded. There's no more, humor. There's no more. There may be maybe 1-2% humor. But now it's strictly a boxing Twitter. And if you look at it, it's a credible boxing Twitter. I only post the shit. Me and my admins, we only post the shit that matters. To let you know what's going on in boxing. So it's FightView360. Or you can do FV360 T Street. And that's going to be my page. The link is right down below in the description box. So as soon as we know where this fight's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be in Ohio. We're going to talk. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.